I don't want to do this. It's not a good idea for me to be in front of you so heavy. Sharing up myself, trying to help people who need some help from me. What am I, an expert? I don't know, but I have told myself that somehow I could be of help. Like a self-help guru who's probably in jail. From this song I'm making up as I'm going along, most of this show is unscripted. It might suddenly end, it might go on, and at the end of it, you'll feel kind of awkward and icky, like if you just saw your parents doing it. I can't get that out of my head. Oh, it's bad advice with Brian. Bad advice with Brian. Who is he? He's tall, blue eyes, wears a red black hat, wears glasses, and has sort of the silver fox beard. I don't know. It's bad advice, Brian. It's bad advice with Brian. It's bad advice with Brian, and it starts right now. I kind of lied, there's actually one more verse I just decided. If you're watching the show on Facebook or YouTube, that's totally cool, but you might want to come over to Twitch. There's some features of the show that you can enjoy unless you're a Twitch. Unless you're a Twitch. And if you're a regular Twitcher and you're watching me, you're like, when does he play a video game? It's not that kind of Twitch. I'm diametrically opposed to that kind of use of the internet. It's a show with a beginning, middle, and end. Actual structure in the middle. It's a show showing talent, comedy, and the ability to think on your feet. It's a show, it's an actual show, not just watching some guy playing a game. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. It's bad advice with Brian. Bad advice with Brian. It says it right there on the screen. Bad advice with Brian, and the show is starting now. Okay, this time it is starting. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Bad Advice with Brian. Yeah, I do this. Some of you are like a song at the top of Bad Advice. I do it occasionally. I did it last week, I think. I may have skipped it the week before, but I do it every now and then. A little song. It confuses the folks that normally only know me from beer and songs. Like, oh, he's doing that beer and song show. He's got the guitar out. He's improvising a little tune. This is fun. And then I stop and never touch the guitar again. They're like, God damn it. I actually might. We might do songs tonight. I don't know. Maybe tonight we'll figure out, we might take some of the beer and songs, funny song ideas, the speed runs, the stream of consciousness. Maybe we'll do a stream of consciousness song. I've just decided right now as I talk to you. This is Bad Advice with Brian, guys, the show that answers the question, how, what, why, where, and for how long, and will it leave a mark? The answer is yes, no, I don't know, probably, and ice. Lots of ice. I'm not sure if any of those answers corresponded. That was just a little riff. Hey, Ferris One. Hey, Digital Simiacs. Hey, Lewis. Hey, Scotty. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Jay Pastiora. And all the other lurkers out there. There's way more people watching than are currently chatting. That's totally cool. About the coming over to Twitch thing, there is going to be a trivia game in tonight's Bad Advice. Like we normally do for beer and songs, the trivia game can only be played on Twitch. I'm going to be warning you before I even get to the first segment of the show, which is called Disclaimer. Tonight's trivia game is another game aspect. It's an R-rated show. It's an adult show. So if you don't like certain words that refer to pee-pee, not pee-pee, not urine, to a pee-pee, I should have said, or, booblies, or, downstairs stuff. See, I'm being delicate until we get to it. Just be forewarned, tonight's show is certainly, I want to say R-rated, but, there's no nudity in it. There's no violence, just adult talk. I got missed. Hi, Gary. Penis, says Kelly as loud as she can. And all the maths. We'll see about the maths. Wait, is there math in it? I don't know, and I'm not going to remember it right now in front of you, so take that. Guys, the first part of the show is our disclaimer, because I cannot do a show where I give advice. Speaking of which, you can give it. You can ask for advice questions. You might want to wait a little bit. We got a couple segments. We got this, then we got the shot segment before we really get into the Ask Brian an advice question. Just kind of keep that on your back patio if you can, like you would a feral skunk. And then eventually invite the skunk into the house, feed it, make love to the skunk, make a weird colony of freaky human hybrid skunk people. Pepe Le Pew. Well, he got outed, right? No, what did he get? He got Me Too'd. I don't know what he did. He's not around anymore. Anyway, so I've asked the Patreons, people that support me a little more than the average Gen Pop, and that's right, Patrons. We are at the Gen Pop tonight. A little smaller audience than I normally have for Wednesday, because this is not one of my regular shows. The audience isn't used to, he does this on Monday. Maybe eventually we'll get it like that. It ain't like that now. For the most part, it looks like it's mostly fobs right now, but you never know. So I'm asking my fobs to be in the worst possible behavior you can possibly be. Okay? Seriously, just go fucking nuts. We got to read the disclaimer. I asked my fobs, I call them fobs, friends of Brian, friends without benefits, friends of other people, whatever you want to call it. I say, hey, write me a disclaimer, something I can read at the top of my little snarky little advice show, which is really a comedy show, so that I don't get sued. My philosophy is, you've already heard it 1,000 times, if Judas Priest can get away with it, God damn it, so can I. But I still want to be prepared. That's just water, by the way. My throat is very raspy right when I sat down, so I went and got myself an agua before I get into the shots. And I asked you guys to write those down. I asked you to vote on which one you like the best over at Patreon, one of those little clicky hardy things. And we have a tie. Comes as no surprise who wrote the two disclaimers tonight. You'll see in a second. I guess I'll read them both. So here we go. First one, and just going, not because it's a tie, going by the one that looks like it was written further ago. It's near the top of the screen, so that's the one I'll read. This is a cold read. I have no idea what I'm about to read. Dan, you might see Lucy. I'm not sure. This is by Bobby Moncrief, the Scottish gentleman we've come to know and love. First of all, let's bring the obvious to light. Little Stick Brian cannot be the correct representation of Brian Howard. The officer is taller. It's Brian like 9, 13, or 17 feet tall, depending on which stream you watched last. Second, I know Brian is losing a little hair, but only 2 strands. And last, did Brian get upset when the Ravens lost yesterday? That caused the outrage that sent him to jail. Sorry, a digression. This is bad advice. Don't follow it. Enjoy the entertainment. Remember the days of the over-under, how long it would take Brian to read a digression. Has anyone kept track recently? Oh, yeah. Don't do what he says. Drink and have fun. That's from Bobby Moncrief. Thank you, Bobby Moncrief. Next is from the aforementioned Gary Pauls, who I believe is here live with us tonight. Welcome to Advice, a show where the shenanigans are everywhere and the craziness continues as the soapbox is brought out. Games are played where you could win a real prize. Just remember that any advice given should be taken with a pound of salt. Don't do that either. The sodium would kill you. Or taken seriously, as this is a comedy podcast stream, but still. So enjoy the funny episode of Bad Advice. Thank you, Gary Pauls. Thank you, Bobby Moncrief. Lovely answers both. By the way, Bobby was making a lot of references to an image that if you're one of the Gen Pop here today watching the show, you have no idea the image that he's talking about, but it is there. Hey, Peter Miller over there on ReStreamBot. You're on Facebook. Welcome aboard, buddy. Keep in mind, Peter Miller, this is Bad Advice, but we are going to do a trivia game tonight, so you're going to want to hop on over to Twitch when you get a chance. All right, enough with that. Let's get right into it by changing my graphic on screen. I got to have a little quick pad for this. I think my wife bought me one. I got to get it set up. Guzzle for Shuzzle. If I'm going to give bad advice, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing I'm going to do is take some bad advice. Now, I don't know how you guys give me advice sitting in my backyard. What could you do to give me bad advice? What could dare me to run around screaming bloody murder, probably get killed, but the cops show up, some crazy guy, get tased to death? My heart could not handle a tasing. I'm pretty certain of that. If I ever get tased out in front of some bar, I'm down for the count. It's been nice knowing you. There's no way my heart's going to survive that. They were confirmed, Brigression AI. By the way, Brigression AI, I am friends of the machines. Thank you back. Brigression AI is, of course, a Skynet. We just don't talk about it. So what we do is I do a little shot. Now, I'm not a liquor guy. You brought her, you liquor guy. Well, you brought him, you liquor guy, I should say. I'm a beer drinker, as you know. I don't eschew the heavy stuff. I'm not anti hard liquor drinking. I can handle it. It gets me drunk faster, and that's kind of, I don't drink beer just for getting drunk. It's a nice little after effect. But mostly I drink because I'm a sad middle-aged man. No, I just drink beer. So this is a little fun thing where I'm going to have a little shot. I got a little, like, one of these Italian wine glasses. What do you call it? Like an espresso glass, whatever that is. That's not really a shot glass. It's bigger than a shot glass. Okay, I got air on my loader. Okay, for some reason, my Twitch stream just crapped out. So we're going to get our liquor first. Yeah, you got to liquor first because that's third base. Oh, the jokes are happening, and some of them might even be funny. And we're gonna do it. This is the last bad advice that I have on the books for the next like 8 weeks roughly. After that, we're gonna go back to having it on Monday night, and we'll see if we want to make it a Gen Pop show or not. I'm thinking of doing that, and then having something separate for the fobs. We already do the coffee videos and stuff, so I don't know. Go back to letting anybody be involved in the show. It's a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Get more people, more the merrier. So I'm going to do something I probably shouldn't do. I could have gotten out of it. Last show for like 8 weeks, probably. Last time, and I don't like this part of the show. Some of my fans think I'm faking it. Brian, you're fake. You can. It's not as bad as some of the things you've drinking on. Wait till you see what the options we have. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch previous versions of this show. You got to be a fob to see them. They're all over on they're walled off over on YouTube. But anyway, and I could have gotten out of it. I could have chosen a booze. Vodka is a very popular booze I choose. Rum, popular. I choose those probably disproportionately amount. I do. I admit that. Occasionally I've had whiskey out here. I've had gin. Never had rye, but we've had tequila. And we've had, of course, mezcal, which was half responsible for the worst thing I ever had in my mouth in my life. And I dropped out of art school. So, but I'm going to do it. I'm building a lot of drama here. A lot of you can see the top of the bottle poking up at the bottom of the screen. Some of you are probably ahead of me. You want to start screaming and guess what's in my left hand? Don't use nutmeg again. Well, we'll see, Marina Del Rey. Who wants to guess? On the chat. I'm at the chat. I'm looking right at you. I got the chat up here in the teleprompter. Who thinks they know what's at the other end of this bottle? Boo, says Fairest One. Everclear. Oh, Scotty got too hot out of it. It's illegal in California, by the way. Marina Del Rey wins with Malort. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is a bottle of Jeppson's Malort that was gifted to me. Gifted is the wrong word. This was given to me much in the same way that the English would sack French cities by throwing a diseased cow over the wall. This is a war crime. And I noticed on the label here, as you guys see on the close-up cam, look at the guy's jacket. It's looks like a pickle, I noticed that, or like a green thing. Now this one conned me. And you guys know we've used this bottle before. It got here. It's called Anti-Hero. Anti-Hero is my favorite beer whenever I drink beer in Chicago. The little guy right here, a little head facing the wrong way, but he looks like the logo for Anti-Hero. Well, he's got a little hop head, see right there. And I believe part of their logo is the flag of Chicago. I don't know. But I thought, it's going to be a mixture of Jeppson's, Malort, and Anti-Hero. I'm not sure that's a great idea to mix a liquor with a beer, because then I don't know. Once you open it, it wouldn't preserve because beer would go randy fast. Long story short, it's just Malort. They just wanted to. They had 6 or 7 different labels. They were all like Chicago-based products, and this is the one for Anti-Hero. So our liquor tonight. And liquor in the morning, liquor at supper time, liquor when her legs go wide, liquor on her hide. Ooh, that was a good one. Okay, that is enough Malort right there. That's enough Malort, quite frankly, for the entire world. That's all the Malort the entire world needs. Is there anything he can add to the Malort that would even... Well, we're about to find out, Marina. Thank you for asking. I believe that you're a nice woman, Marina. Man. I don't know what sex you are, actually. I've been assuming you're a woman all this time. I think you are. You've admitted that you were a lady. Here are our mixers that you can choose from. And I need... Is there... wait, is one of the mods here? She was. I don't see. Ferris, you are here. Hopefully you can help me with this voting, because I still haven't got that. Okay, thank you. Haven't got the stupid voting app to work. There's a simple little, just like that quiz thing that I do, which is very complex. All this stuff on the screen, you can click it and all that shit works, no problem. And all I wanted to find was a very simple, put a poll in my chat type thing. That sounds incredibly easy. And yet it won't do it for me. Okay. Here are the three options that Ferris wanted to write, and you can all write them down. And she has it. Okay, I'll calm down. Okay, number one with our Malort's me crushed tomatoes. I made jambalaya last night. This is an ingredient in jambalaya. It's supposed to be a 16-ounce can. I can only find a 24-ounce can. That is the remainder of crushed tomatoes. Maybe we'll throw it in some pasta, or maybe I'll make chili tomorrow night and we'll add it to that. I don't know. That is crushed tomatoes, not tomato sauce, not tomato paste. That's a bunch of tomatoes that have been crushed. So there's going to be some texture issues. If you're playing the game that way, go right ahead. Dijon mustard. It gets brought out here a lot because it's always in the same door, the same part of the fridge where I usually start searching for stuff. Hasn't been picked in a while. I don't know, but whatever. I brought it out. Dijon mustard, number two. Number three, applesauce. One of these fun little Trader Joe's little, it's sealed. You crank that off. It's open, right, and probably delicious and delightful. I like applesauce. You like applesauce. We're all Peter Brady. Pork chops and applesauce, but god damn it, is it going to go good with Malort? We will find out. And finally, and not to be outdone, we are doing a bit of a spice tonight. I was warned not to do the nutmeg because we did that one night, and that, let me just warn you, nutmeg, you might love the flavor, but once it mixes with a liquid and you get it in your mouth, it essentially is like sandblasting your mouth. This might do the same. I don't know. I honestly just picked it. Ground sage, McCormick, famous brand, based, I don't know where they're based, but they have a big presence in Maryland, of course, where I'm from. Yeah, there it is. Hunt Valley, Maryland. That's what I thought. McCormick is a Maryland company, hence Old Bay. All right, so those are your options, ladies and gentlemen. I'll go over here to the screen. I don't know how you want to organize it. It looks like Ferris One is counting it up there. It looks like she's giving you ways of saying it. It looks like she's keeping track of it right now. You start voting right now. Vote. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I think she'll also be able to manage if you just write it down there. Write it down there. Whatever wins will go into this little glass of Malort. Mix it up. I will try to keep it down. I have napkins. I have 2 out here tonight. One that was out here last Wednesday, but it's all right. This one's okay, I guess. Now, I have never barfed. Okay, if this is your first time watching Bad Advice, I know that some of you maybe have never seen this show before because it's normally not available to the Gen Pop. How you doing, Colombian Viking? Good to see you. Colombian Viking? Did the Vikings make it as far south as South America to Colombia? All right. That's a lot of rowing. I kind of want to know what that accent is. I don't do a Colombian accent. I don't do a Viking accent, but I want to combine them. Colombian Viking, if you have any advice on how to say something, I guess, with a Colombian accent, only, that would sound like a Viking. Hey, Ron Langford, how are you doing? Good to see you, buddy. Malort is not... Thank you, Ron. And Ron knows because he's a good beer guy. Ron is a fob of mine from the Great Lakes Medieval Fair, and he nicely would bring me a 6-pack of one of my favorite beers, Commodore Perry. Almost blanked on the name of it. Right, Ron? At the Great Lakes Medieval Fair, the only fair that I know of in the Ren Fair business, which is a dry... doesn't have a liquor license, and because it's owned by a private company, they just said you can bring in whatever you want, and it's private property, so they didn't get a liquor license, so they can't sell liquor, but anybody who wants to can come in with a cooler. Isn't that weird? It's great. Here's why it's great. One, you save a lot of money. A beer at a Ren Fair these days is like $15, right? Not for Ron. Ron comes in with a 6-pack or 2, cracks them open, has them in a little trolley, watches my show, and then he goes and watches a better show. Accent would be Encanto mixed with Thor. All right, I like that. I don't want to see my wife. She gets on me when I do my Latino accents. Not that I do them a lot because she's Mexican, so I got to do them right. She says that when I try to actually speak Spanish, I sound like I'm putting that Italian accent on my Spanish, which makes me sound like I'm from South America. Maybe not Colombia. I think, what's the one further south? Hey, Zadora. Chile. She says I sound Venezuelan or Chilean, or I guess Venezuela's at the top. We should know that, guys. As Americans, most of us, we should know our damn geography. Hey, Danny, welcome aboard. If you just joined us, we're playing Guzzle for Shuzzle at the start of Bad Advice with Brian. If you have an advice question for me, we're going to do that right after this. Keep that in mind. You're going to type it right there in the chat. You're going to write advice, and then you're going to write your advice questions, and I should see that. If you want, you can highlight my name. If you're on Twitch, you can do that. I think you can do it on Facebook, but I'm not sure. And by the way, if you're on Facebook, I'm at the Restream website, so I can see everybody's comments, but not everybody can see everybody's comments, if that makes sense. It looks like the Twitch people are seeing the Facebook comments. Yeah, the Restream bot is working. All right, that's good. We don't talk about Loki. It's a good joke, Kyle Holmes. A good Colombian accent just sounds like you're drunk. All right. Okay. Fair enough, Colombian Viking. I'll row a ship with you, my friend. All right. All right. So Jenny, without further ado, cleavage. I don't know what cleavage has to do with anything. What has won? Is it crushed tomatoes? Is it Dijon mustard? Is it applesauce? Or is it ground sage? Two things with texture. One thing that's a powder. One that's close to a liquid. I don't know. All right, Jenny, please, if you would, what is my poison this evening for the opening of the show? Crushed tomato is the wiener. Thank you. All right, had a feeling that was going to win. All right, so I'm going to get a spoon out. All right, I'm going to show it to you while I do it, so you know I'm not Ooh, smells nice. As a kid, I didn't like tomatoes. And my brother didn't like onions. Now I like, and then I learned to love tomatoes. Now I still don't just want to bite into one, but I always want one on a sandwich, on a cheeseburger, and stuff like this. I could put this right in my mouth and probably really enjoy it. My mother would just take a tomato and cut it up, a little salt and pepper, a little mayo. Okay, this is a not an official teaspoon. You know, it's a spoon. I'm gonna put it in there. Where's the lid? There it is. Now already, don't worry, you're going to see it in a second. I'm going to tell you, it looks like it might mix. It might mix, which might be good for me. There are some chunks in there. Again, this is crushed tomatoes, not tomato sauce. If this was simple tomato sauce, not like the Italian kind. Get that out of your head. I mean, that's fine. Not marinara. It's a different aisle. People that cook more know what I'm talking about. It kind of mixed, although there are chunks, and there's little black things, which I think are little spices or bits of... Wait, should that be in there? Okay, I'm going to assume that's like a spice that just kind of came in the can of tomato sauce. All right, yeah, there's seeds, little bits of seed. You can see it right there. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a glass of death. That is Malort and tomato sauce is what that is, ladies and gentlemen. And this is Guzzle for Shuzzle here at Bad Advice with Brian, the first segment of the show where I actually take some pretty shitty advice. Now, we have learned... with sugar, I will try that, Captain Crozier. I mean, I'm not a huge tomato eater, but I might become one as I get to become an older man. Why not? For many years, they were considered poisonous, or they would kill you, or back when people were dumb. Bloody awful. You already naming the drink, Gary? Don't get ahead of us, Gary. We'll talk about rating and everything after we drink it. Okay. In the past, you guys have accused me of stalling, and I am. And I'll admit it. So it's for theatricality. I'm trying to see how much texture is in here. There's a lot. I think maybe the applesauce might have had more texture, but you know what? The applesauce would have been the same texture, right? I think the mustard, I think you all know, I think I've gotten away with it a few times. I actually like the taste of mustards, and it's also a very strong flavor. It would have overpowered the flavor of Malort, which sucks. Applesauce might have benefited it. It's sweet, right? But Malort is not a sweet liqueur. It's not something that I think putting something sweet in is a good idea. That might make it worse. Sage, probably. I was most worried about sage only because I was worried about the whole ground nutmeg thing. It's not the same thing, but I was worried about that happening again. Yes, I'm stalling, damn it. So I'm going to say that crushed tomato, I wasn't hoping for it. I think it was right in the middle. Which one was I most? I was most scared of the sage just because of the whole ground nutmeg situation. All right, here we go. And I'm nervous about this because there is texture. All right, here we go. Without further ado, welcome new people to the show. My name is Brian. This is Bad Advice with Brian. And if I'm going to give bad advice, I'm going to take it as well. And my audience tonight gave me this advice. I said, I need a little cocktail at the top of the show. They said, Brian, why don't you have Malort mixed with crushed tomato? Oh, the texture. Oh, fuck the texture. I'm swallowing it. I'm a good boy. That's how you know I love you. I'm still chewing a little bit of tomato. This is terrible. Get this down. Get this down. Oh. Oh, fairest one, my God. Ingest that cocktail. Okay. Oh. Okay. Hey, Ruth. How you doing? Over on Facebook. Hi, Ruth. Ruth, you probably can't see all the chat at Facebook. And also, if you are in Facebook, you're going to want to chat to me. Although I do see what you wrote there, Ruth. Consider coming on over to Twitch, Ruth, so you can be part of where the majority of the audience is. Okay, just kind of follow the link. I think it's right there. And if not, Ferris One's about to. Ferris One, if you could run over to Facebook and drop it at all those locations. Oh man. Okay. First impressions. It is not good at all. Does that surprise? Yeah, the texture was bad, Kelly Rose. And the Malort flavor. Okay, Malort, in case you don't know, if you never had Malort in your life, first of all, God bless you. And go forth the rest of your life and have that fact about you never change. Malort is foul. It's bad. I'm sorry, Chicago people. It's terrible. You guys drink it, I think, as a joke. I think you're committing to the joke. I think you're being a little immature committing to the joke this long. I think a lot of things, and I think most of what I just said is true. Malort has a very vacuum cleaner flavor in that it sucks and it tastes like a vacuum cleaner. There you go. That joke came around. Yeah, you don't want it, Marina. It's bad. Now, it is bad. It's very bitter. Now, as you know, I drink a lot of IPA, okay? So I like bitter things. I don't mind bitter things. I like a pickle that's bitter. I like coffee, not too much sugar, a little bit of bitter. Drink name, the Bloody Bear. All right. Scotty, you don't want it. And that's a good drink name, Kyle, but you're getting ahead of me. Malort did not mask the flavor of tomato. Tomato did not mask the Malort. I'm going to say because tomato has an acidic concept going on there, right? That nice acidy flavor that you like from a nice chunk of tomato on your burger or on your pizza or in your salad, right? That little kind of acidy, bitter tomato flavor. It seemed to make Malort more Malort. There's a sentence. Guys, crushed tomato turned the Malort I just drank into more Malort. I didn't think Malort could be more Malort than Malort, but Malort just got much worse Malort because of the goddamn crushed tomato. Is it wormwood? I think we went through this and it isn't. No. Well, is it? Okay, well, whatever. If it is, it is. By the way, 35 alcohol, 70 proof. So pretty alcoholic. Not super heavy. Not Everclear heavy, but hey, Raz 40, how you doing? Just to catch you up, Raz 40, I just drank the first shot of the night. It's a little something called Guzzle for Shuzzle, where I let the audience give me some very bad advice to start off my bad advice show. And the drink I drank was Malort and crushed tomatoes. So I'm going to say that of the other flavors, this might have masked the Malort, and you didn't go for it. This I was terrified of. I don't know if it would have masked it. Hang on. Oh, man. I think this would have been the same as tomato. Is it malic acid? Ugh. This this tastes yummy, right? Applesauce. Oh, who doesn't love applesauce? Haters don't love it. But the crushed tomato almost seemed to roll out the red carpet. The crushed tomato said, you know what, Malort, I could shut the door on your flavor. I could let Brian just enjoy his beverage. I'm going to keep you on the outside. Liquor, a type of Swedish drink, and it's made of wormwood. Okay, anise. Okay. They have no soul. Exactly. But the crushed tomato did not go, no, Malort flavor, you stay back there. I got this. I'm stronger than you. I'm going to let Brian enjoy tomato. He likes tomato. It'll go down. It's weird to be drinking crushed tomato, but still, it's like having a little spoonful of the tomato sauce as you're making it. It's cold, but big deal. No, the crushed tomato did not do any of that. The crushed tomato, in fact, said, Malort, dude, what up? Come on in. I don't know why my tomato would be like, surfer dude, but he is. Come on in. We're going to go over Brian's taste buds. Dead. Gnarly. Okay, let's rate it and name it. Starting with rating it. 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, 1 being the best thing I've ever drank on this show. The worst thing, of course, still, I kind of buried the lead there a bit, but so far at least was mezcal and relish. Yeah, you heard that right. The best thing was like some sort of sweet rum. I think it was Cat Morgan and sweetened condensed milk. That was absolutely, I think I haven't had a second glass of that. That was yummy. Do you have a can of Carnation sweetened condensed milk? Not just condensed, sweetened condensed, the thick stuff. That's right, the thick stuff. Tablespoon of that into your rum, mixy. Mwah. 5, says Coyote. Oh, he's guessing. All right, Coyote. By the way, great name. Coyote Wilson. Fucking A. Are you going to eat out of my garbage tonight, Coyote Wilson? It's a Coyote joke. Are you the Native American trickster? So, reference to Native culture. 5. Okay, I'm not going to say 5, Coyote, because 1 to 5 are the ones that kind of lean good. Not good. You don't want any of this shit in your mouth, except for that one rum and sweetened condensed. That was the only one that was ever like, yes, I'll have another, please. They're all bad. But 1 to 5 are ones where if I gave it to you, this is bad. You know it's going to be bad, but try it anyway. You're not going to want to take your own life when it's over. I'll be fine, by the way. Hippie witch parents. Fair enough, Coyote Wilson. By the way, Coyote, please join us over on Twitch. It's right there in the chat. I'll drop it. It got dropped off somewhere. I'm not sure if you're seeing us right now. I can't put it on the screen right now, but don't worry. We'll get you over here. Just go to twitch.tv/Brian Howard Live. If you don't have a Twitch account, it takes like 5 minutes to set one up. You're going to want to do that because we're going to have a trivia game right in the middle of the show where you will be able to win a prize. Ferris one, thank you. But was it at all the locations? It needs to be at My Personal, Bruin, and Brian Live. If it was at all 3, thank you very much. You're a delight. Okay, this is bad. So this is definitely going to be a 6 to 10. It's not a 10. It's not as 10. You saw me chewing that tomato. The texture always sucks. And you saw me, by the way, did you notice what I did? I killed it. I've been doing a lot of 2 sippies lately. No more 2 sippy. Get it down. Get it over with. Move on with your life. Like a Band-Aid. Rip it off. So, oh no, it doesn't, Clay. Please don't. Stop. Stop coming up with things to do with Malort other than throw it away. Don't live by my example. I'm a bad influence. It's not 10. This shot's kind of dark. It's not 10. We're gonna brighten this up. Don't worry. The sun goes down during the show, so I have to kind of always do this on this camera. Okay, here we go. Hi, brighter now. It's not a 10. It is bad. So it's gonna be 6 to 10. Is it a 9? It's not. No. It's just not. The tomato welcomed the flavor of Malort in. Anything with a Malort has to be above a 7. Just has to be. Malort by itself is a 7. So anything you put with it is going to be at least an 8. So there you go, 8. Crushed tomato and Malort. Scale from 1 to 10, 1 being delightful, 10 being horrific to have in your face and your mouth and your body. I'm going to give it an 8. It is an 8. Now, on to the naming conventions. What do we call this drink? Malort and crushed tomato, ladies and gentlemen. What say you in the chat? Let me know. Put it out there. We'll vote. Maybe not. We'll just choose one. It is death. Do we have an official record? Marina, there was somebody I call the historian of the show. She doesn't appear to be here at the moment. We should probably, maybe going forward, Jenny can do that. I don't know. At this point, it would take a lot of work, so we'd have to go back and, well, you wouldn't have to do that much. You go back to the beginning of every show, find that moment, and boom. The Deceitful Italian. I like that. And don't forget, Malort is Swedish, right? Or Norse. So you can get that in there somehow. Crushed tomatoes, of course, a big ingredient in Italian food. I like it. Bloody Awful. Is that what you're saying? Drink name on the rag. Okay, Wit Wisdom Wonder. It's an R-rated show. I love it. You get the fun hat for that one. The Deceitful Italian. Bloody Awful. Oh, the Alderman. I didn't see the Alderman. That's very Chicago. Very subtle, Kyle Holmes. I like that. Bloody Lord. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Devil Piss. Oh, I missed a few of them. Okay, started at Captain Crozier. Devil Piss. Good. Bloody Lord. Also good. These are all good. The Alderman. Oh, these are all good. Bloody Awful. The Deceitful Italian. The Swedish Deceit. Man, they're all good. I'm going to have to pick one, though. Hang on. The Alderman kind of makes me laugh just because of its simplicity. Because, of course, some cities have aldermen, some have, and of course, Chicago, I believe, has aldermen. The Colombian Viking. But where does Columbia come into it? And where does Viking come into it? Explain yourself, Kyle Holmes. Jepson's Revenge. I like that one, too. I want to add something to the Alderman, though. The Alderman represents the Malort, so we can call it the Italian Alderman. The Bloody Alderman. There we go. You guys like that one? The Bloody Alderman. I think I like it. I like it. The Bloody Alderman. And we're having our first drink of actual beverage this far away. Oh, for the love of Christ. What's going on, Lego Border? What's going on is I just had a cocktail of Jepson's Malort and crushed tomatoes because the audience told me to. That's right. Bloody Alderman works for sure. Hey, and he made it over here. Good job, Coyote Wilson. Yeah, it's the Bloody Alderman. Yeah, Bloody Alderman. To the Bloody Alderman. Everyone, here's to you. Let me know what you're drinking in the chat. Right now I'm having beer. Y'all know what I'm having, so I'm trying to cleanse the palate with a beer, which a lot of you probably thinks tastes worse than Malort. I'm sorry. You voted for applesauce. Thank you. Let me know what you're drinking. But here's the deal, guys. You cannot answer with words. Please use emojis only, man. Right there. Is it emoji? Yeah, the little guys at the bottom. Tomatoes from South. I knew that. I knew the tomatoes were a New World thing. I did know that. Jay Pasteur is having her classic Ratmandu. Making me download a new app, you bastard. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you're already on Twitch, so what are you downloading? Oh, like emojis? Yeah, you have to download little emoji packets. You don't have to. You can skip it, Coyote. But you answered, and there it goes. Water. Ferris one also water. Paul and Becky having their classic 3 glasses of red wine, 1 tiny glass of rum. Gary went a little further with his water and put ice in it. Roz 40's having apple juice. Okay. Kelly Rose is having grape. That looks like wine with ice and water, like a red wine spritzer. Marina Del Rey is having a hot fire apple. Is that Angry Orchard? Kyle Holmes having a beer like I am. Hat Size having coffee. Oh, we've Captain Crozier. You did this one before, and I forgot what it was. It's peanut beer, but there's a better thing for it. God damn it. Don't tell me. Is it root beer? Is it peanut represent a root? I forgot. Don't tell me. That's a tier. I got to go back to your thing now. Twitch is the app, but luckily I'm fast. Oh, thanks very much, Kyler. Twitch is a website. Oh, you mean on your... Oh, you did it on your phone. Okay, fair enough. Because it's also a website, Coyote. You can just do it on the internet. You don't have to have an app on your phone. But that's totally cool. If you're new to Twitch, you'll find other people that you like and support. Hey, speaking of liking and supporting, guys, there's the way to do it right there on the screen. You can go to... I'm sorry, Coyote, to make you go right into me trying to make a little something off this. PayPal.me/BruneChat. Venmo, over there, use the same handle, BruneChat, because my name is Brune at the Ren Fair, and I am chatting. Zelle, use BrianHowardComedy.com. We love Zelle the most because that's the only one of those 3 options where they don't take a bite. Keep the man's fingers off it. What is Zelle? You probably have it built into your, speaking of online apps, it's probably built into your mobile phone app. In fact, I almost guarantee it is. It's in 90% of the bank's mobile apps in the country. So Is the mobile app good? I'm not mocking it. I'm just saying you don't have to. You can just. I'm just here on a browser, guys. I'm here, but I'm on a browser window. I have Twitch on my phone. I kind of had to, and I opened my account, my business account that I have to pay for. Okay, guys, let's get some questions asked. We're going to have a trivia game coming up, and then we're going to have What's It with Brian, a lot of fun things, and Shock Collar Lie Detectors. There's a lot in tonight's show. So let me see some questions. If you have them, write the word advice and then colon your question, or you can also highlight me if you're over here on Twitch. I believe you can highlight me on Facebook too, but I'm not sure about that. But it is a little chilly out here, so I'm going to start a fire. Gonna burn this house right down. Outrageous. That's right. Def Leppard. Make your advice. Here's the thing, though. It is a lighthearted comedy show, guys. Please, no heavy advice. I'd prefer, it's always better if they're real questions about what's really going on in your life. Okay. Hey, I'm doing this next week and I'm nervous. What should I blah, blah, blah. Oh, I went on a first date with a guy and he did this advice, blah, blah, blah. Things like that. Lighthearted stuff. We try to steer clear of death stuff, things, serious illness, things like that. Let's keep it chill. Rock of Ages. You got it, Gary. Did I turn the other heater on? Maybe. We can get the ball rolling over here on Patreon. I actually do have at least one question because Patreons are allowed to ask me questions before the show, and I don't look at them. So here we go. I'm going to look. Oh, there's two of them over there. Oh, wait, there might be three. Oh, my God, there's four. Cool. I'll do an order of how old they are. It looks like Gary asked one about an hour ago, but Bobby Moncrief asked one 6 hours ago. I don't think Bobby's here. Oh, well, I like that one. Advice. Best jokes to give while teaching how to axe throw. My favorite one would be something like, guys, don't worry. As a trainer, I have been doing this for 5 years and never had an incident. That's the best joke. Or I wasn't good at this for a while. Then I imagined my ex-wife or ex-husband or fill in the sex. Make it gross. Those are two good ones. Guys, don't worry. I've been a professional axe throwing coach for 5 years now, and I've never had an incident. There you go. You always kind of get into the subject after I give the advice. I did that at a bar. I went to a bar. Has that waned yet? Remember how hot that was for a while, Captain Crozier? It was hot. Do you do that for a living, Captain? Or do you work at one of those axe throwing bars? I'd go to one of those. I went to one and I did it. I was able to stick a few. I work in the Ren Fair business, so if I can't stick an axe, what the hell's wrong with you? By the way, thank you, Kyle Holmes. Thank you, Gary Pauls. They know why. Oh, you do part-time. Well, do that joke, Captain Crozier. See, I have a burn on my hand, so it'd be perfect if I ever worked at a, what would that be? A fire, like it's a fire. No, that'd be kind of like example, right? What would be funny for my burned arm, a weird job to have? Fire safety. But then again, I'd be like the Jim Carrey character from In Living Color. Remember that? Was that the show he was on? Yeah. Fire Marshal Bill. There we go. All right. We're laughing at something Kyle said. Oh, I missed it. I got to go back and see what Kyle said. Fingering the comedy confirmed. Thank you, Bragg Russian AI. Fire Marshal Bill. Yeah. He was great. Excuse me. Slippers. Okay, let's get to the next question, guys. I have a bunch of them over here on Patreon. You can ask one right here, too, though. I'll take Bobby Moncrief. I'm planning on a boudoir photo shoot for my... Oh, he means boudoir. I can read through typos. Don't worry. What theme should I do? I'm planning a boudoir photo shoot for his wife for their anniversary. What theme should they use? Cold cuts. Nothing sexier than your naked wife with salami slapped all over her. That'd be fun. Come on. We talked about this before in the show, about the idea of eating food off people. That's right. If you're new to the show, that's where the show. So we sometimes go to places like that. Okay. Finally home from work. Wait, I saw a football reference, so I had to stop for a second. Find a KC or Niner fan and cry in their shoulder. Okay. Well, the Niners are happy, and so are the KC. What I'm sure mean. Beat the meat. Oh, fairest one. Right there. Boudoir is accurate? Wait, what? No, it's not. He means boudoir. Boudoir. Well, if it's boudoir, then you're just posing with, Jeff Lebowski. That's how fast my brain works, by the way. You did one. Oh, a boudoir. Oh, I see. Oh, I see what you're saying, Clay. I get it now. My apologies. Clay, I'm with you now. I just caught up. Clay, I love being proved wrong, man. I love being corrected. A boudoir. Okay. I get it. My answer is still the same, by the way. It's still cold cuts. But now it's funnier because I was just picturing cold cuts slapped onto a lady's boobs and stuff. Now I'm picturing ring toss with that weird little plastic thing that wrapped around the bologna back when you were my age in the 70s. You had to take off before you ate it. Around Bobby's erect penis. There, I'll just say it. Okay, but Clay, thank you. Because I just assumed it was a typo. The red band, right? Yeah, I'm not going to the Super Bowl. We'll talk about Super Bowl later. Congratulations, fairest one. Your team is there. Advice. Last Monday, I went to go see Jack the Whipper with Kelly, Dave, Alex, and Sarah. Ended up getting the song Wrecking Ball stuck in my head. How do I get it out? Go see that Mooney show, and you'll have his fucking whistling in your head. There you go. Jock the Whipper. He says, name a song, and he does the rhythm with his whips. And then he improvised like I did, a lot of, Bill, all improvise songs, but he keeps the rhythm with his whips. Trust me. I think you want that in your head more than you want, because that's a good song, right? I mean, he of course made his own version up, right? He put the word whip in there. So I came in like a cracking whip. I broke the sound barrier with my head. Look for the yellow band sign on the quality. The yellow band. What is that, Clay? I don't know that reference. Would you ever consider doing a show with Jock the Whipper? Who's asking this? Captain Crozier. Oh, not really, no. Nothing personal, just when I do live shows, I do them with Mooney. And that's kind of our dynamic, and we have that. So if I had a show I wanted to produce, I would do it with him. There you go. Besides, he does whips, I do whips. It's kind of redundant. Although he and Leah and Adam Crack and Aaron Bonk all did a show here in L.A., and they're all whip people. Well, they're not. That's not true. Leah does juggling and fire eating and other stuff, but Aaron also juggles, I should say. Actually, of those four people I just said, only Jack does whips, right? Yeah, no, Adam, but Adam plays a mean blues harmonica. Ever heard him? I do whistles by OnlyFans name. I know Zadora. I'm one of your early. You mentioned Mooney, and now the fucking whistles now in my head. I'm so sorry. Dude, imagine sharing a stage with him. Oh. By the end of the day at a Ren Fair where we're on the stage together, I think we will be at Oregon coming up in June. Look for us there. We'll be at the Southern California, I think at Florida coming up this weekend. Oh my God. Here I'm talking about where I'm going to be soon with Mooney. And I'm literally going to be, it's Monday, right? Literally 5 days from now, 6 days, I'll be on stage with Mooney. I will admit your show with Mooney is the best. That's very nice of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, but yeah, if I were going to do so, and I don't want that to get blown out of proportion, Captain Crozier, I didn't say like, no, I will not perform with that person. I hate that person. It's more like, why would I do that when I already have a guy that I sometimes do shows with, and he's awesome, and we like each other, and we work well with each other. So why, He had a show last week. A lot of you probably went to, right? Some of you went to go see his show, hopefully. Zadora, did you guys? We need an assistant. We have one. Well, usually at the shows we do. Back to the late 40s, Oscar Mayer wrapped individual 40 in yellow bands. Oh, Clay, how old are you? You're like the same. You're like my age, I think. So how the hell do you know this? His show was yesterday. Why do you do it on a Sunday? Okay. But I saw, yeah, some of you posted pictures that you were at his show, and that's awesome. Hopefully it went well. But why did he do it Sunday? I mean, Saturday, that's the night of going out for theater. I'm going to ask him that. I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sorry to hear that, Zadora. I'll buy you a cup of coffee. Okay, these are good questions. I like them so far. Mooney is doing Ren Fair show again. Will he be coming to NorCal? Softball Dragon, he probably won't be at NorCal. Oh, it was like an afternoon show. It was like a one-off. Okay, thank you, Kelly Rose. Softball Dragon, Mooney hasn't done NorCal for the past 8 years or so, 7 years ago, about 3 or 4 before the pandemic, maybe 2 or 3 before the pandemic, and then all the shows since the pandemic, he's not been there. Wait, you're with Mooney in Florida. I am, Captain Crozier. We're at the Florida Renaissance Fair, opening this weekend for 8 weekends. Last year, we were on the stage, I forgot the name of it, and this year I think there might be something going on with maybe different stages for a while, and then like in the next half of the run, the last 4 weeks we're together on one stage. I don't know, I heard some rumor. I was never approached about it. I have a contract that doesn't say what stage I have to be on. I should probably change that because some fairs do it. This is the Crown stage. Thank you, Scotty Got Too Hottie. Scotty, you're a Florida fan. Cool. Do you ever do shows at cons? No, but maybe I should, Coyote Wilson. I have a friend that just did. Oh, a lot of you probably know her. Do you know, God damn it. She's a pal of mine. I've known her now for like 3-4 years now. The strong woman, Zadora, not Zadora, that's Danny. Whatever. She was in town doing Tara. Thank you, Rick. God damn it. My friend Tara was in town at like a Freaks and Oddities convention type show down at the convention center. I live just north of downtown LA, and she came by for the night. We were celebrating my wife's birthday, and that was nice to see her. And I guess I'll see her again at Oregon. Yeah, I think she's at the Oregon Fair. So, yeah, she went there. They love you at cons. That's what Tara said. I asked Tara, I said, should I apply to this next? Is it kind of, because it's right there. I live right here. I can go to the gig. I can be there in 20 minutes, park my car, do my show 3 or 4 times, whatever they hire you for, hop back on the car, go back to my own bed at night. I should be at that gig. I don't know how much it paid, but I live here. I don't know. I'm stupid, but I will. Yeah, it does. Call me a Viking. It starts, well, now here's the deal. Guys, let's get a little Ren Fair nerd going on here. Florida is becoming the I want to call it the grapefruit circuit in a way. And you all know my opinion about how Ren Fairs are and how they should be produced well. And the more Ren Fairs there are does not mean that they're better. Of course, I just did a show in Florida 2 weeks back in November. Florida now has probably like 7 or 8 Ren Fairs. California has like 6, like respectable, okay, this is a real event. There's a lot of bullshit events out there, guys. Sorry, but there are. So a lot of my friends are already performing at was it the Brevard? Yeah. Is Oregon after Florida? Oregon is after Southern Cal. Fairest one or Brian? Oh, you're asking me that. Okay. Yeah. So here's the way my season goes: Florida, Southern Cal, Oregon, Bristol. Hopefully, I don't really know yet. So go to the Bristol Ren Fair website right now and say, hey, I'm a big fan of Brune. Is he coming back? I'm only going to buy tickets if he's there. Will you be at Florida for the end of February? I'll be there all, yeah. And Paul and Becky, you guys, I know. Paul and Becky, if you guys don't know, and I think we talked about this, Paul, and it's okay, right? I think it's okay to say this. They're lovely people. I don't know if you guys are fully retired or you have free time and enough money to get on a plane, and they go. And they go to fairs all over the country. Florida is the Ren Fair retirement circuit. Sure. Okay. Okay. Deerfield is the only legit. Okay, Scotty. I'm not, no answers. Fully retired. Yeah. And they go around the country. They go to a lot of Ren fairs. Yeah. They've been to Arizona, right? Paul and Becky. You guys, we saw you in Florida last year. You'll see me in Oregon. All right, what was it? I wonder. Boy, this is normally a bad advice show, but I'm getting way into the chat tonight. But that's okay. Planning your show schedules for future posting. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So to finish that up, Ferris one, my season this year, and hopefully, well, last year was, as I said, Florida, Southern Cal, Oregon, Bristol, Washington, Bristol again, Northern Cal, Sarasota. That's why I didn't want to respond to whoever just said Deerfield's the only legit. I hear you, Scotty. There's opinions around. Florida does not have a permanent Ren Fair site anymore. You know, it used to back in the day. I'm old enough, and if you go to my new Instagram, by the way, I have an Instagram now as Brune. I know, I've been dragging my ass. I'm finally branding myself correctly. My Instagram handle is a Brune Show. It's now my Facebook handle for Brune. It used to be Brune Comedy, but I changed that to Brune Show. Everything's Brune Show from here on out. And from there, you'll just see images of me in that costume with that silly hat on, backstage shit, stuff on the road, stuff not as me dressed like this. This is Brian stuff. Everybody got it? Okay. Advice time then. My lady goats keep humping their livestock. Oh, you have goats. Okay. Their livestock guardian dog. He just lays there looking concerned. Thoughts? No. Put a rubber ball in his mouth. Call him a bitch. And when he's out of line, you hit him with a whip. Guys, you got to make these hard. I love the fact that you have goats. What kind of dog is it, Coyote Wilson? I have a German Shepherd who's getting a little long in the tooth. I follow you on the gram. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just started this week, guys. Go on over there, follow Brune. It's Karakachin. You just made that up. There's no way that's a real dog. Hang on, I'm going to type that into a search engine. I don't believe you. Of course he's telling the truth, but I'm just curious now. What does this dog look like? Is it really pretty? Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at that guy. Oh, he looks like a long-haired Snoopy. At least the one I'm seeing. Am I right, Coyote? You have 4 of them. Oh, that's beautiful. I just have one German Shepherd in a very small house. So that's enough. That's beautiful. Bulgarian livestock guardian dog. Advice. This comes from Digital Simoniacs. Where should we hold the first official FOB Olympics? You mean with the toast and the drinking and all that stuff? Oh, I think probably Bristol. During Bristol, because a lot of my hardcore FOB base is based in Bristol, near Chicago. For whatever reason, that the fan base there really clinged on me quite a bit. Northern Cal, plenty here in Southern Cal, plenty in Florida. Majority of them are there. It's middle of summer. I'm giving you a real answer. Damn it! I'm supposed to give you bad advice first. God damn it! But it seemed like a real question. Okay, bad advice at a nearby adult a porn bookstore. You go and say, hi, we're here because we're fans of this Ren Fair Act, and we're going to hang out here for a couple hours. Can we have here's $20, Clay, who was I talking to? Who's asked this question? Yeah, Clay. We'd like $20 worth of quarters, please. There you go. I made it dirty, made it beautiful. But probably Bristol. Get hotel rooms, sleep with other people. Well, stay at their house. Advice, Marina says, is the season pass worth it if you plan to go at least 4 times for a season? Price have skyrocketed for a single day. Of a Ren Fair, I would say, yeah. I think that's just simple math. Marina, the answer is yeah. If you plan to go 4 times, take a single day's admissions, multiply by 4. Is a season pass cheaper than that? If it is, then the answer is yes. It's pretty basic math. Yeah, and I didn't make it fucking weird again. Damn it. The answer is no. You should spend twice as much every time you come to the Renaissance Fair. You should buy 2 tickets, use one to get in, immediately take the second one you didn't use and throw it in the trash. Oh, sell some organs. Don't do that, guys. The suggestion I made is if you have the wherewithal and the finances, don't buy a plane ticket. You know, it's becoming good advice. Exactly, Marina. What the hell happened to this show? Guys, what's wrong with me? Check your encoder. My encoder's fine. Shut up. Shut up, Restream. Restream always tells me my encoder is wrong. Thank you, whoever that was that just joined my thing. Okay, guys, it is time for shock collar lie detector. I hold in my hand a shock collar device. This is the kind of device you use to train a doggy dog. I have never used it on my doggy dog. It relax. We never used it on that. It's just, it's only in my existence because one of you guys mailed it. But I owned one before for this kind of a routine similar to this. Okay. Okay, it's on. This is on. Let's make it beep. Okay. Near the microphone, it beep. Here's the remote in my hand. Listen to it beep. It also vibrates. Wait. Okay, there we go. Ooh, you heard that. And it also shocks, but I don't want to put that because I'm always a little afraid it's going to kill the mic. I'm going to put it on my neck, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to wear the shock collar like an animal would wear it. I'd like to get a new person to play against tonight. So there's a lot of people here tonight, decent-sized audience for a bad advice. So let's get a new person involved. Before I get to it, here's the way this works. The person that's going to volunteer to take me on has a chance. It's not for nothing, guys. You can win $10 in Starbucks coffee. There's a lot of, guys, I'm giving away $30 in prizes tonight, potentially. Okay, part of the show will definitely have a winner. This part may not. You're taking me on. You might lose. You don't get that. Wait, how's the screen work? That is $10 in Starbucks coffee. I would love to have you guys win it, but if you want to win it, you got to compete against me. Here's the way the game works. I have written down in front of me a bunch of statements. Some of them are true. Some of them are false. I'm nominating. Hey, Coyote Wilson. Yeah, you're getting nominated. Captain Crozier is nominating themselves too. I'll play, says Scott. We may have to do a poll on this. I'll explain the game while you guys kind of debate and talk amongst yourself. Who's going to play against me? Coyote. Stranger stimulate me. Confirmed. All right, Brygression. Did you get those diodes I sent you, Brygression? AI? Who takes them on? Don't talk about your pets, especially if you have a weird name, because he can sniff you. Yeah, I'm good at this game. I'm very good at this game. I usually win. Coyote, it looks like you're playing. He says he's game. All right, cool. I don't know if you're a boy or girl. We'll get to that in a second. All right, let's slow down so I know what pronoun to use here in a second. Coyote says you're game. Coyote, I think you are the contestant. Let's just stick with that. First of all, Coyote, before I go any further, do you want me to call you? I'll just call you Coyote. I can call you she, he. I think I'm going to just call you Coyote, if that's all right. I haven't seen it for sale in California. Wanted to taste Malort. You don't want to taste it. Softball, who are you talking to? Kyle, you don't want to taste it. That works. They, them. Okay, they. I'm going to call you Coyote. Okay, Coyote is our contestant. Here's the way the game works. Coyote, in front of me, I have a lot of statements. I did a lot of writing today. I actually accomplished a lot of work today. I'm very proud of myself. Later in the show, I'll probably tell you all the extra work I did for all my streamy stuff. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 statements in front of me. I told you I did a little bit of work. Some of them are true. Some of them are false. The first round of the game, you're going to pick a number between 1 and 11. I'm going to read that statement. I'm also going to put it here into the chat. We can't poll here. Normally when we do the show, we're on YouTube where we can make a very quick poll. So we kind of don't have that kind of functionality here, which kind of sucks. Hey, Carla Todd Scott, how you doing? Come on over to Twitch. We're about to play Shot Call Lie Detector, okay? Yeah, welcome to Brian Does Work. You're then going to ask me whatever question you want, Coyote, and the audience will ask me questions as well. I will absolutely honor your questions more than everybody else. Everybody understands that. They are the contestant. I had one chance. I already fucked it up. When you're ready to answer, let me know, hey, I'm ready to answer. Don't just blurt it out. Say, Brian, I'm ready, and I'll organize the show and be a good streamy producer, director, man, and go, okay, what is your answer? If you answer it wrong, I get a point. In other words, I fooled you. You said it's a lie when it's true, or you said it's true when it's a lie. Blah, bitty, blue. If you get it right, you get a point, and I get punished by being shocked on my neck with this thing. This is a very powerful detector. It's probably the wrong camera to show it to. Over here to the close-up camera. It goes through 1 through 5. We've discovered that 1 is already very strong. So we're going to keep it at 1. Coyote Wilson understands the game. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Coyote Wilson. Oh, and then we go on to round two. Same thing happens, only in reverse. Okay, you make a statement. You, of course, have the advantage here. We can't see your face. So it's very easy to lie in print. If you don't believe that, just read your local paper. As a cheap little rote joke, I apologize that I even said that. Coyote Wilson, please pick a number between 1 and 11. Coyote Wilson. You're like a cowboy character, or a Western. I shouldn't say cowboy, cow person. Because you... 3, says Coyote. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And I may have a typo here. I apologize, because I didn't look it up. I just typed it out. My apologies if this is the wrong spelling. And, yeah, okay. There, that's enough. And I can't do the polling, so we'll figure that out later. You're from Montana? Cool. The statement there is, I was born cesarean. I was born cesarean. And again, I don't know if that's the right way you spell it, but you all know what I mean. Mommy's belly cut open, pull me out. Okay, there we go. Ugh. Ask me whatever. You'll tally the votes. All right, we don't really do the... Oh, don't just... Okay, Coyote, Jesus. Coyote's like, false. No, Coyote, you can ask questions now. You can ask questions. I appreciate your enthusiasm. Give it up for Coyote, guys. More worse than Jaeger? Better than... okay. Oh, is that how you spell it? Thank you. Oh, right. Of course you would know that. Was it a planned? No, it was not, Marina Del Rey. In what year? 1967. You all know how old I am. And what year? I loved your energy. False! What hospital? Kimbrough Army Medical Center, Fort Meade, Maryland. I like the detail. The Coyote. By the way, anybody can ask a question, not just Coyote, but I am going to answer Coyote's. Well, we do know that he was a big boy. Is that a question? Did your mom go to Tijuana? No, Danny. Was it early delivery? No, I was due. Is it a quick trip to Aurora for my daughter to look at her? Okay, I don't know. You guys are having conversations within the chat. Think about it. Brian is 70 feet tall. It had to be done that way. Okay, that's also not a question, but a statement. What is because you were tall? Okay, to answer Ferris one's question, it had to do, yes, with my size. I was a very large baby. Okay, and remember, Coyote, when you're ready to answer, don't just blurt it out. Again, say, I'm ready. But let's get some more questions going here. Were you positioned wrong? I don't know. I don't, and Danny has the other question, and I don't know, and I'm sorry that I don't know that answer. Do you have a younger sibling? No, I have an older sibling. I like what Scotty got too hottie just did. See what he did? For those of you who don't know, once a woman has a C-section, the following kid is probably, also going to be C-section. It becomes like a thing. How were they born? My older brother, I think he squirted out the normal hole. Oh, God, I'm going to hell. Oh. No, my older sibling, Jeff, was born natural, came out the hoo-ha. I'm ready when y'all are. Okay, before you answer, did your mom have a VBAC? I don't know what that means. Wait, VBAC? VBAC? I don't know. Okay, we normally have a poll device on YouTube, so let me know in the chat if you think it's true or false. And Coyote, don't answer you yet. Everybody other than Coyote, say whether that's true or false. I was born cesarean section. Vaginal birth after. Oh. Right. Okay, so Crozier says false. Delina says false. Ferris one, the natural hoo-ha was my dancer name. Pretty funny. Paul and Becky says true. Hatsai says true. Scotty Too Hottie says false. Stephanie, hi Stephanie. False. Older sibling was fresh squeezed. That's funny. Lewis says false. Marie Del Rey says true. Kyle, false. Love that, Ferris. Gary says true. It's looking like about right in the middle, maybe leaning a slightly to false. It doesn't mean that the audience is always right. You never played before. Please keep that in mind. The audience is often wrong. Okay. I should have said that at the top of the show. Okay. So without further ado, I'm now looking at you, Coyote Wilson. I was born cesarean section in 1967 because I was a large baby and they were concerned and other issues that you guys never got to. Lego Border says true. That's true. 5 of you fucking liar bastards. False. Okay. Coyote Wilson says true. Go with whatever Danny says. Is Danny always right? He says true. They say true. So I'm going to go over here to the close-up camera. Guess what? I'm so happy for you, Coyote, because you get to watch this wonderful theatrical moment where I mock you relentlessly and set this remote back down. I was not born cesarean. You fell for it. Fished in. I'm a good liar. This is all just theater. I'm a good guy. It's part of the fun of it, all right? And by the way, if you got this right, you should mock the hell out of me. So Coyote Wilson, that is 1 point for me, and all you people that said it was true, suck it. No, I came out the regular hole in the regular way. Both can be true. What does that even mean, Coyote? Wait, through the natural hole. That's my dancer name. Poor mama. I was 9'10", 9 pound 10. I was a big boy. But here's the deal, guys. My mom, very tall woman. See? So not that big of a deal. My dad, 6'2" at the time of my birth. My mom, 6 even. So there you go. Okay, Coyote Wilson, the score is Brian 1. You, a big old goose egg. You were 8'7". Oh, you were C-section? Cool. I love that joke. I use that in my show all the time. I said I was born C-section. Whenever I leave a room, I go out through the window. I was an express train out. Coyote, you have some statements in front of you, I assume. And again, it doesn't matter. We're never going to see them. It's the only round where you get to make a statement. So you could literally just have one. You can pick a number between 1 and 1,000,000. I will pick a number and you will say that statement. Or you really do have 3 statements in front of you. Some are true and some are lies. So Coyote Wilson, to give the show a little bit of dramatic edge, give me a number between, pick a number between, like I did, 1 and 11. You're going to say 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 1 and 5. I'll pick a number. You will copy and paste that statement into the chat. Okay, 7. I always go cleavage. The cleavage of 7 is, of course, 4. Had to think about it. I'm getting old. Hey, guys, welcome to Bad Advice with Brian. We're playing Shot Call Lie Detector. We're having a good time tonight. It's a crazy R-rated stream. I want to warn you guys, the stream is going to get progressively a little edgier as we go along. If you're easily offended, this is not the place to be for the next hour or so. Do me a favor, if you would, Ferris 1, and copy Coyote Wilson's statement so you can keep repeating it if you have to. Thank you very much. Okay, I don't have a list here. I know. I know, Coyote Wilson. It's okay. That's part of the fun of it. But still, you have to make a statement now. So type it in there. Yeah, I'll be at the Florida Renaissance Fair this weekend. Looking forward to it. Humid air. I live in LA. We have dry air. I go from where it's dry to where it's moist. That word bothers some people, so I'm going to say it again. Moist. No half-truths. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, Coyote, this is your first time playing the game, so there's a couple little rules we've come up with, but I think you're going to be fine. What Ferris 1 means is don't, like, if you're going to say, I played the bass in a rock band in high school, and then it turns out that you played the guitar in a rock band in high school. See what I'm saying? Mine was completely false. There's no wiggle room. By the way, Coyote, are you okay? Somebody go to Coyote Wilson's house. He's from Montana. They are from Montana. Coyote Wilson, you got to make a statement right now. Are they okay? Coyote Wilson? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's so great. I love that. Okay, here we go. The statement. Oh, good job, Coyote. First of all, you get the fun hat just for your statement. I have peed in 48 of 50 states. Here's why this is funny. I traveled the country a lot back in my day. I still do run fairs, of course, but I was on the road a lot back in the day. So to get from, for example, Georgia to Chicago, you went through South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky, Ohio, so you hit every state. And I used to always kind of joke that, I haven't really been to a state unless you pee in it. Okay, Coyote Wilson, my first question is, from dry to moist, a good Saturday night confirmed. Well done, Brigression AI. Say hi to Tron for me. Now, peed outside. Wait. All right, Coyote, don't give any information from here on out that you weren't asked. Trust me. Okay, Coyote, I'm going to assume, I'm going to ask. I'm assuming you mean is it all the lower 48? Is it all but Alaska and Hawaii? Are you an immediate family member in the military? Ooh, good question. They move around a lot. Yeah. We need a reason why a Coyote has been, yes. Oh, Coyote, another thing. Put like the person's name who asked the question and then yes or no, or whatever the answer is. For example, Brian, yes. No to military. Yeah. Clean up your answer so you know who you're talking to. Okay. I assume your first one, yes, is to me, because the next one was, I think somebody asked about military and you said no to military. Okay. Yes, Marina Del Rey. Yeah, you got it. I'm sorry, Coyote. You're doing a great job. I didn't explain the whole game very well. Yeah, you got to, because I can talk, so I can explain who I'm talking to. But for you. And this is my strategy. I don't really ask a lot of questions when it's my turn. I let the audience do it. Not in the military. Yes, the lower 48. Do you own an RV? Yeah, we got to figure out why. We got to figure out how old Coyote is and why they're traveling the country that much. That's where I'm going to go. But I want to wait for them to answer Kyle's question about RV Winnebago. That's cute. You call it a Winnebago. Are they even still in business anymore? Winnebago? How old are you, Kyle? That's an old reference. That's an old reference. Maria Del Rey. We don't win if Brian gets it right. Maybe we should just stop helping him. Not anymore. And not quite an RV. Ooh. So, Kyle, you're 41. Then you're just smart beyond your years. Good job, Kyle. I love that. Oh, Clay asked a good question. Is he a trucker? Over the road driver? Oh, he said no. Where do you live now, Coyote Wilson? Where's home now? I got to figure out what their job was. I think of the job. Well, that's my first question. Where do you live now? Second question, Coyote Wilson. You live in California. What took you around the entire country? Could you say that it was your job? Could you say that it was your job? Because I know that people's lives, vacations, what have you. Do you have a permanent residence? We're finding out if Coyote Wilson maybe, lives in a van. Sort of. Multiple things doing multiple eras. During multiple eras. Okay, so you're just like a travel guy. Coyote Wilson, are you in the arts? Performer, artist, dancer, singer, waiter, OnlyFans model? Are you a Rennie? Coyote Wilson said no. Is that to me? No arts. Okay, good. Are you a Rennie? Well, semi-Rennie. Ooh. How old are you, Coyote Wilson? And if that's not an appropriate question, tough shit. Answer it. I want to know how somebody can see, because I haven't been in all 48 lower states, and I'm 56 years old. Spent a big chunk of my life on the road, and even I haven't been to Maine. Carney, going on. You're only 32, going on 80. It's the mileage, right, Coyote? And you got it, buddy. You got it. Okay. Can we just say why? Yeah, why? Why have you been at every state in the lower 48? Did you have to squat to pee? Well, that just implies whether it's a boy or girl, but is that relevant? But whatever. I don't mind. Family farm, not that. Well, if you have a family farm, why is it moving from state to state? You can't move a farm. Depends on if I'm wearing underwear. There you go. That's the answer Coyote wanted to say. If you just joined us, our friend Coyote Wilson has made this statement. They have peed in 48 of the 50 American states. We've already determined that they meant, confirmed that it was the lower 48, everything other than Alaska or Hawaii, which means, of course, they've seen a lot of this country at only 32 years old. And we're trying to figure out why they... Yeah, I want to know why most states before 18, before 18. Yeah, why were you traveling so much? Just why? Why did you travel so much? We're allowed to do that here. It's not a yes-no game. It's not like What's It, which is coming up later in the show. Were you a jouster? Do you sell things? Do you perform in any... Well, they said no to being an artist. We're all fixated on the reason why somebody would see the entire country, teaching permaculture and pet transport. Okay, there you go. So there's a job. Suddenly a job is pet transport, moving dogs and cats around. Permaculture, I don't know that. I know the word culture. I know perma, I mean permanent, like permafrost. It's always there. Permanent. Maybe a rodeo performer. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go to the audience right now. Coyote, Wilson, hang on. We're going to let the audience chime in here. Audience. And we always cuss on this part. Normally when I do the poll, I always put the word fuck in just for the fun of it, so don't be offended, Coyote Wilson. Okay. And use the F-bomb. It makes it more fun. Do you think Coyote Wilson's statement is that they have peed in 48 of the 50 states, in other words, the entire continental United States, is fucking true or absolutely fucking false? Let me know in the chat. You didn't cuss, Marina. That's okay. You don't have to. Marina says true. 32, you've been to every damn state. That's... Well, I haven't answered yet. Yeah, I haven't answered yet. So we're okay. Fucking true. Definitely fucking false. Okay, so 2-1. It's almost more fun to watch you guys actually write true or false in rather than do the poll, because I don't know, we can engage more. Like I see that Scotty said definitely fucking false. Captain Crozier says true. So we're tied, right? Is it 2-2? True? Oh no, true leaning true. It's leaning true. 3-1. False. Nobody pees in Rhode Island. You have the fun ad. That was funny. First of all, half of my family is from Rhode Island, and I can assure you they do pee. A lot of false coming. Fucking true. False. Good job with that joke, by the way. Stephanie Bernadette did this false. I want to think it's true. But guys, I always give new players the benefit of the doubt. Here's my thinking before I answer. And don't say anything yet, okay? Coyote, don't say anything yet. I always think people that have never played before haven't developed the skill, not the skill, the ability to just make up a fake lie. So they pick something weird about themselves that's usually true. That's all. It's too much work to make up a lie. I was born C-section. That was a lie. It wasn't that hard to make up, but still, it involves some effort. I could have said I was not born C-section, which would have been much easier. You understand? Okay. So I often lean toward true, especially with a new player in the game. Now, that being said, Coyote is looking sharper than like one of the sharper knives in the drawer. Coyote's not to be toyed with. By their comments here on the chat, they're kind of new to our group. Welcome, Coyote. Of course, we love Coyote. But they seem right, like they got their shit together. They seem honest, 6. Fuck that, it's a lie, 4. And there goes Gary saying true. So here's my answer, Coyote. I'm going to say that's true. That you had a job. I know one of those jobs is sort of, the other one make no sense, but I figure you had a weird job that took you around the country doing things. And as you did this job, you of course, peed in every state, which is a fun way of putting it, which also is a fun way of saying that, which means that Coyote has a little bit of that beautiful quan that we all love here at the FOB community. You know, people that are just knuckleheads in a goofy way, you know. Any idiot would just say, I've been in every state. But it takes, you know, fans of mine to say, I've peed in every state. You know. Okay, so Coyote, let me know if that's true or false. I'm saying it's true. And don't lie here. We're always true here. It is true. The last state was the bank lawn in Florida. A bank lawn. So not only is it true, Coyote Wilson, but you're a bit of a renegade. You're peeing on the front of banks. Oh, man, I got it right. Thank you for playing, Coyote Wilson. I am so sorry to say, nanny, nanny, boo-boo, stick your head in doo-doo. I won Shot Call Lie Detector. You are a great contestant. Guys, give it up for Coyote Wilson. You're part of the family now. You're one of us. You'll be here more often. Thanks for watching me. I am the wiener. Damn right I am. Guys, we're going to move on to like one more one more Patreon question before going into trivia. Get ready to play trivia. If you're watching the show over on Facebook, on YouTube, we're going to move on to a trivia game that is only visible on the screen, and it is R-rated, on Twitch. So move your ass to Twitch while I go to the next question. The next question comes from 4 hours ago from Jenny Navin, the lovely and talented. It's been 4 days since I tripped on the sidewalk. How can I get my knee to heal faster? Your knee will heal faster if your head has a bruise. So fall down, hit your head, your knee will go, why am I not getting the attention? Your head will be all fucked up, but your knee will feel great. Next question from Josh Flood. I want to be able to bench press 400 pounds by June. How do I do that? You put a 400-pound bar at the bench press at your gym and go. That is absolutely fucking horrible advice. Please don't do that, Josh Flood. I don't see you in the chat. 400 by June? Dude, no, that's a lot of weight. 400 by June. That's so weird. Guys, we're going to move on to the trivia right now. I just got those 2 questions out of the way. Again, if you're not watching the show over on Twitch, you're going to want to get over there as soon as you can, because we're going to do a little trivia game tonight. We do this usually on our Wednesday night stream, Beer and Songs with Brian. It's usually musical based. Over here for bad advice, I just do a quiz that I call the bad quiz. The questions you're about to see, guys, are have Coyote Wilson pee on your knee? Oh, God damn it, that was a better answer. Oh, man. Good night, Gary. Take care. Every say goodbye to Gary. We have a little thing here at the show, and somebody has to go. Always say that you got to go, and you're going to get all kinds of love from people. Everybody say goodbye. Bry Gresham did it. Good job, robot. Recall, but be problematic. It was good grass. If it's not on a good grass. Okay. Give Gary some love as he goes away. Bye, Gary. Take care. Gary, why are you leaving before the trivia? By the way, I saved a Starbucks gift card by kicking Coyote's ass. But this next game, there's a guaranteed winner, so I'm going to lose $10 either way. So, speaking of $10, drop something in the hat. Okay, the way the game works, guys, you're going to see a little trivia game up here. Oh, I'm still wearing this damn thing. Nobody said, Brian, you're wearing the shot collar. What if I accidentally hit the button? Yes, be at work early. Okay, the way the game works, guys, you're going to see a question and then 4 answers. They're kind of risque questions. I made it kind of, semi-dirty. Not dirty, but, it's not the music thing you're going to see on Wednesday. Here's what I was going to tell you. I got a lot of work done today. I wrote 11 statements for Shot Collar, and I wrote all the quizzes I need for this week. This one you're about to participate in, and the one for Wednesday, it's done. Here's me washing my hands. I don't have to sit there and write through 9. It's hard to write these. Good luck. If you want to try to write them, make them clever. Okay, and look right here on your screen. If you're watching me on a laptop or if on the your iPhone, on the app, whoever that was that downloaded the app, it's below the screen. But right about here, if you hover over right about, hang on, let me find it. Yeah, right about there it is. There it is, right about there. you'll see a thing that says Quiz Kit. Make sure you click on that and then click Make Visible. Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, it's visible. Mine has a check mark. Okay, got that? That's all you got to do. Make it visible. Make sure that's there so that you can see it. And there's another thing you can do, which I don't understand. I think Ferris, when you told me how to do this, but I forgot how it worked. There's a way to make sure that your handle shows up. For example, Ferris 1 shows up as Ferris 1. Marina Del Rey shows up as Marina. Coyote Wilson, you show up as Coyote Wilson. All right? If you don't do this certain thing, which I don't know what it is, and Ferris 1, if you want to jump in here, go right ahead. You're going to show up as a contestant number 4, number 5, number 6. Don't worry, you're still going to win. You can still play the game. You're going to have fun, but we won't know who you are. Okay, the way the game works, guys, there's the instructions right there for mobile. Look right there while I explain. You're going to see a question right about here. Right below it, there'll be 4 answers. In the middle is going to be a countdown clock. It starts at 20,000, goes down to 0. You have that much time. I think it's 20 seconds you have. 4 answers. You're going to click one. You'll literally click your screen. If you're on mobile, you'll be touching your screen. So get ready to do that. Make sure your screen is ready. If you get it right, wherever that little countdown clock is pointing, that's how many points you get. For example, you get it right and it's pointing at 15,000. You get 15,000 points. But please be warned, my beautiful friends. If you get it wrong, you get that amount of points deducted. That's right. That's right. Touch it, Zadora. Touch it. Touch it. So be careful. If you get ahead in the game, you're the top 2 or 3, you're looking good. You're the top 4, you're within striking distance. You could probably win the game. We're late in the game. There's usually 8 or 9 or 10 questions. I never tell you exactly how many there are, but it's always right in that wheelhouse. 7 to 9. 7 to 9 is where it is. 7 to 9. Play strategically. You're not quite sure of an answer. I think it's this, but I'm not sure, but I think it's that. But I'm not too sure. Debate that in your head. Figure it out quickly. You have 20 seconds. Maybe wait for it to drop to 2,000. You got it right? Great. You got $2,000. You were right. You should have guessed earlier, but fuck it. At least you didn't get it wrong. You get it wrong, you only lose 2,000. Play strategically. I don't think there's any favorites tonight. I think it's just a rando game. I'm going to send you guys the instructions. You're going to see everything that I just said on your screen if you're on Twitch. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, do not leave. Stick around. Watch the show. There's more show to come. We're going to play What's It with Brian after this. Why does it taste like onions and fear? I don't know. That's funny, though, Ferris 1. You get the fun hat. Why does it taste like onions and fear? I'm trying to drink less, so I've only had 2 beers, and I'm way into the show. And because I'm trying to drink less. Not really a New Year's Eve thing, just kind of trying to. Those instructions you see right there are basically exactly what I just told you. Is everybody ready? Okay, I'm going to go over to the chat right now. Let me see a bunch of thumbs up. Tell me that you're ready. Well, I put this on the proper screen. It should have been on this screen the whole time. Why wasn't it over here? Okay, let me see some thumbs up. I want to see at least 3 of them. Then I'll hit the game. Thumbs up. Don't say thumbs up. Fucking, what the hell is that, Marina? That's not even a thumb. The first 3 responses, only Captain Crozier got it right. You maniacs. Softball Dragon got it right. First one, right, thumbs up. I don't know what that is, Marina Del Rey. Oh, you're saluting. You don't need to salute. I'm on off, sir. Okay, hat size says thumbs up. Okay, guys. Without further ado, actually, maybe like my heater. Oh, look what I just did. Oh, I started the game. I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Oh, shit. Which language is considered to have the most swear words? Damn it. Spanish, Russian, Japanese, or Italian. I meant to go light my heater and I clicked something. I started the game. But there you go. Which language is considered to have the most swear words? Spanish, Russian, Japanese, or Italian? Well, you guys are voting. I will start this heater. It's getting a little chilly, so. Uh-oh. Out of propane. I'm out of propane. Okay, well, I just got the one fire behind me. I better throw some more logs on it. I don't want to. It's not that cold out, but you know. Oh. All right. A little chill, a little chill, a little chilly. I get it. Which language is considered to have the most swear words? Spanish, Russian, Japanese, or Italian? The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is Russian. Russian is considered to have the most swear words, according to. By the way, I always research these questions, so don't. I think I may have just ruined one of my cards. So don't even question me on this. I do the research. Good job. We won't check the scores. We check them on the even-numbered questions. Question number 2. What is the highest-grossing R-rated movie of all time? The Passion of the Christ, Deadpool, Logan, or Joker? What is the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time? R, The Passion of the Christ, Deadpool, Logan, or Joker? Oh, my wife just showed up. Everybody be nice. Honey, play the trivia game. She didn't watch me write it. She can't cheat. In Russian, words swear you. That's a good joke, Brigression. Everybody say hi to chili sauce. That's my wife. Let me Google it. Good luck. You got 20 seconds. It's on your screen, baby. Just click it. Passion of the Christ, Deadpool, Logan, the Joker. Oh, my God. Only 2 of you got it right. The highest grossing R-rated movie ever, guys, is Joker, not The Passion of the Christ. Okay, let's check the scores. Let's see what's going down. Softball Dragon got that one right. A lot of people got that one negative. Jay Pastiora is leading at $8,000. Softball Dragon behind her at 3, so $5,000 behind. Danny at 6 at positive, and a lot of you are negative, probably because of that last one. Boy, a lot of you went right into that, didn't you? Which species has the biggest ass relative to body size? Kim Kardashian, baboon, human, or donkey? There's obviously a joke in there. Which species has the biggest ass relative to body size? Kim Kardashian, baboon, human, or donkey? And I do throw joke answers in, and you can usually sniff them out, which makes it easy for you. And I apologize about saying the word sniff it out on a question about your ass. Oh, a lot of you got it right. Yeah, baboon has the largest ass compared to body size. Obviously, a whale or goddamn elephant, right, has a bigger ass. But relative to body size, a baboon has a big old badonk. Badonk! Sorry, I'm yelling. Next question. What is the drunkest state in the U.S.? Nevada, Florida, California, Wisconsin. Obviously, what state per capita consumes the most alcohol? Nevada, Florida, California, Wisconsin. I'm going to confess, I didn't know a lot of these answers. I didn't know this one, for example. But I do research to come up with questions, and I base them on either alcohol, sex, or human body parts for the bad. It's going to be either, drugs. It's sex, drugs, and rock and roll is what it is. What is the drunkest state in the U.S.? Okay, think about it. I'm going to give you guys some advice. You've already answered. You can't change your answers. Think about it. A lot of you might want to say Wisconsin because, beer, Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Okay, California, very big state. Probably the biggest population, right? Okay, fine, but it's per capita. Don't forget. Florida, man, we always hear about those stories. But one of these states has the smallest population of the 4, but almost all the population at the time that it's there is drinking. That's why I said drunkest state. The answer is Nevada, ladies and gentlemen. Nevada has more people under the influence of alcohol at any given time than per capita of the people that are living in the state. I know. It's kind of Vegas. You got it. It's Vegas, guys. Vegas does it. Vegas makes it Nevada. Ferris one got that the fastest. Softball Dragon got it too. The mysterious contestant 18. Softball Dragon, you're way ahead. 33. You got the next contestant is at $12,000. Contestant 18. So you got a $20,000 lead. Remember what I said, Softball Dragon? When you got a lead, play strategically. So if you're on in the game, Softball Dragon, you got to play strategically. Everybody else is negative, but I got news for you. Only a few of you are double-digit negative. A lot of you are only single-digit negative. Moving on. What product slogan also sounds like pooping into soda? Marie's Fudge, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, or Alka-Seltzer? This is for the old people in the audience. Come on, I gotta reach out to my fellow old timers. What products that should be possessive S, right? Apostrophe S, but you get it. Sorry, typo. Also sounds like pooping into soda. McDonald's slogan is ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Coca-Cola is the real thing. Marie's Fudge I just made up. I have no idea what that is. Alka-Seltzer. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. I made a question about poop. Am I proud? Yes. Very much. As a comedy writing person. We're moving on. Next question. We'll find the scores here in a second. It's getting exciting. What fictitious porn star did Mark Wahlberg play in Boogie Nights? Dick Knob, Dick Dongler, Dirk Diggler, or Guido Crescendo? By the way, it's a good bar bet. If you ever want to win the one about Nevada, keep that in mind. Which state is the drunkest? And they'll say Wisconsin, right? Because they'll say Florida. I picked all the other big ones, and you went, Nevada. And they'll go, oh, right. Here's another good one. What continent, on average, has the highest IQ? This is a separate question. The answer? Maybe you want to play my little fun game? I'm looking at the chat. Before I give you the answer to what fictitious porn star did Mark Wahlberg play in Boogie Nights, this is a fun little bar trivia you can always win a free drink from. What continent, on average, do the people there have the highest IQ? Digression says Antarctica, and he is right, and they are right. Antarctica almost completely populated by people with higher collegiate degrees. See? Fun. Dirk Diggler is the name of that giant cock-having guy, Mark Wahlberg. Do you think now he's married, but he's Catholic, so do you think his wife ever asks him to put on the Dirk Diggler cock before they get busy? And if so, is there any way I could see that? Marina Del Rey got that right. A lot of positive. Oh, I knew this question would bring a lot of people out of the negative, and it did. Softball Dragon extended your lead to 42 grand. I don't think we're going to break 100 grand on this one. A lot of people got a few wrong. But Captain Crozier is crouching up a little more than 20 grand behind. Danny, you're about, you're 8. You're a little less, more than half below Crozier. Hat size, you're a little behind her. Whatever. You can see it in front of you. Okay, this is exciting. What was that, question 6? Yeah, Antarctica. All right, we already got it. All right, moving on. Question 7. What was the final score in yesterday's Chiefs-Ravens game? 17-20, 17-14, 21-17. Doesn't matter because I've already wiped it from my mind. God damn it. It was so frustrating. Here's the deal. The Ravens, if you didn't watch it, my favorite football team. The Chiefs scored 17 points in the first half. The Ravens scored 1 touchdown, so 7. So they were down by 10 at halftime. Not a good place to be against the Chiefs, but it's the Ravens. They can hold people to no points in the second half, which they did, by the way. The Chiefs did not score in the second half of the game. The Ravens scored once, and then turned the ball over 3 times, once on the 1-yard line and once in the end zone. So, were it not for some turning the balls over, the Ravens probably handily and almost not easily, but would have clearly, and everybody had them picked to win because they probably were the better team that day. But were not for those 3 turnovers. I'll get off the soapbox soon. Calm down. I'm getting this out right now. Okay? They could have, by the way, none of those numbered. I'll give you the answer in a second. Were not for those 3 turnovers. 2 of them, one of them in the end zone, one at the 1-yard lines, easily could have involved a touchdown and a field goal. The Ravens ended up with 10 points. They could have had 20. The game could have ended 17-20, which is that first score you see there. It did not. But that's what it could have been. The Ravens would be going to the Super Bowl. But instead, we have the Chiefs. So we have to see more of fucking Taylor Swift. I know there's a whole thing, a little pushback. People saying, people bad me, don't put her down. Whatever. Okay. I also watched Travis Kelce kick over some Ravens equipment earlier in the game. during pregame while the Ravens kicker was just stretching, and he has some of his equipment set up and just starts kicking it around. So do not kid yourself for a second. And I say this liking football, but don't forget, people like Travis Kelce, they are absolutely the muscle-headed asshole you think they probably are. There. And that by the way, that applies to the Ravens too. I'm not playing favorites here, but these people that we think, oh, look, they're in State Farm insurance commercials. They're not just, muscle-headed guys that probably pushed around weaker people in high school. They probably are. They probably were. I played football in high school. I didn't do that, but some other assholes probably did. What was the final score in yesterday's Chiefs-Ravens game? Was it 17-20? No. Was it 17-14? No. Was it 21-17? No. None of those numbers are correct. The answer, by the way, the score was really 17-10. But it doesn't matter because I've already wiped it from my memory. A lot of you just took guesses on the actual score. Oh, yeah, there was yesterday. You were LARPing. All right. Slippers. Where are we? Is that an even? That is not an even question. So we're moving on. Check the score on the even questions. In the piercing world, what is a Prince Albert? A pierced nipple, a piercing through the clitoris, a piercing through the eyebrow, a pierced head of the penis. In the piercing world, what is a Prince Albert? Taylor Swift effect. How's that confirm it? She was at the game. Yeah, whatever. Her boyfriend's kind of a dick. Yeah, that's right, Travis. I guess I'm rooting for the Niners. That's right. Ferris won. I have to now. Although you guys almost lost, too. Why is this the one you all know? Why do you all know this? You fucking weirdos. Yeah, it's through the penis and comes through the urethra. Let's show the scores. Ferris won. Got that right away. Hat size got it too. A girl got it before a dude. That's hilarious. Softball Dragon still has the lead. Holy shit. Softball Dragon, you're sitting pretty, buddy. I think you're going to get $10 on free coffee unless you answer this next one. If you answer the next one, you're not playing very smartly. You have more than a $20,000 lead. You just sit on your pants. Softball Dragon, let's just say it is the winner, unless they're crazy and screw this up. We're going to go on. I believe this is the last question. It's always a very easy one, and it's always a speed one. Oh, God, I didn't want to have one. Please, we don't need the visual. Moving on, guys. Based on the last question, does Brian have a Prince Albert? No. Yep, and it's amazing. Definitely. Yes, but it sags. Yes. I told you it was dirty. Oh. 3 turnovers in one half. Except the defense stopped. The Chiefs never scored in the second half. All their points came in the first half. They didn't score one damn point in the second half. Good job, defense, Ravens. One player, Zay Flowers, running for the end zone, stretches his hand out enough, it loses the ball, it gets punched out by a defender. If he just covered it up, he's at the 1 yard line. Probably a touchdown there, probably. At the 1 yard line, the Ravens, they're probably going to get a touchdown at that point. That makes the game 17-17. Later on in the game, Jackson throws an interception in the end zone within our kicker's range. Easily with 3 points, was right there. 20-17. Could have been at the end of the game. And then he was also stripped further down the field. Another thing, that could have been a score too. I know how philosophy works in sports. Once you change one thing, the dynamic of the future then changes. We don't know what's going to happen then. But based on those 2 things I just said, the Ravens, oh, God damn it. It's just sports, ladies and gentlemen. I'm okay. I'm not one of those crazy fans that's going to really be sad. Oh, I got to see fucking Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. I'm sure she's a lovely young lady. Based on the last question, does Brian have a Prince Albert? Oh, fuck some of you so much. I don't have one. And the saggy one was put there for my own amusement. And how dare you? How dare you? You're saying I can't raise what's probably 2 ounces of metal? Final results. See who the winner is. Softball Dragon answered. Good job, Dragon. But, you know, that was an easy one. Captain Crozier came in second. Wit Wisdom Wonder in third. Hat Size 4. Zadora. Is anybody negative? A few of you are. That's okay. Softball Dragon, I'm not sure if you've won before. Head on over to facebook.com/Brian Live. Because I don't know how the messaging on Twitch works. I don't want to mess with it. Message me there, facebook.com/Brian Live. And for there, you'll message me with your email address. And when you do that, you will get your $10 penile powerlifting confirmed. There's a website I don't want to go to. Coming in second, Captain Crozier. Wednesday night, we're going to have a fun trivia game on our music of beer and songs. And there's a theme this Wednesday. I won't give it away because I kind of want it to be a surprise for you. But trust me, this Wednesday's beer and song is anybody's game. Anybody can win. I made it that way on purpose because a few of you requested a certain theme, and I honored it. There you go. That's all I'm going to say. Don't ask me any more questions. I have a hard time with keeping secrets like that. I gave up 4th place for the laugh. Yeah. All right, fair enough, Marina. You get the fun hat. Thank you for doing that. That's actually brilliant. Are there any more questions, advice questions? Let them know there. This is Beer and Songs with... Oh, beer and... God damn it. This is Bad Advice with Brian. What day of the week is it? We got a little more time left in the show. We're gonna play What's It with Brian coming up soon. It's like sort of like a game of 20 questions. If you've never played it before with us, I have to find my links to drop a particular link in. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I'll drop that one in over here. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. If you are a Ren Fair fan, you know who I am. I'm the guy that plays Bruin. There's a contest. There's a thing doing Disney. I don't know. Stephanie Burnington, show up Wednesday. Gilbert and Sullivan, you got it, Brad Gresham. You are the very model of a modern major fucking general. Go to surveymonkey.com. Go to that link right there. Ren Fair Awards. Vote for me as best solo comedy act. I am Brune. I know. I'm the Brune guy. Vote for me. I'm up against 2 guys that are doing comedy Shakespeare things. I know it's weird. I don't know how I got in that category. I don't know who nominated me. I don't know why I'm there and not with like solo variety act where Mooney and Jack and Leah and Adam are. I don't know why, but I'm okay with it because I'm more of a comedian than I am a variety guy. Jack and Adam and Leah, those guys actually have skills, physical. I know how to be funny and fast. Vote for Brune. You will slightly regret it. You goddamn will. Easy win. I don't know if I'll win. We'll see. That's not. Are you saying that I will win? I don't know if I'll win. Those other 2 guys, I know one of them. The other one I don't know. You voted for me. Thank you. I appreciate that, Cody Wilson. And yes, by the way, to vote, you have to go through the entire thing. Yeah, I voted for myself. When I got nominated, I was like, all right, I got nominated. I better go do it. And I went and did it. And I voted for my friends. And I sometimes did not vote for my friends. I voted consciously like, no, this artist is better than that artist. I know them, but this lady's better than this dude, or this dude is better than that lady. I know. Off to chores, farewell, folks. It's been illuminating. It damn right has, Coyote Wilson. Take care of my 32-year-old friend who has peed in every goddamn state in the continental U.S. If you just joined us, guys, this is Bad Advice of Brian. We're having a good time tonight. We're going to hang out here a little bit longer. Acceptance speech written yet? No. A couple years back, Mooney and Brune won for something. And Phil reached, hey, we're supposed to do this little video. and I didn't want to. I just, okay, we won. That's awesome. Thank you. And I can't. Somebody look it up. I don't know. Mooney and Bruin won best something. I don't know. He won. And they wanted the top. Maybe we didn't win. Actually, we were just like in the top 3 because they wanted like the top 3 of every category. Because I don't think we did win. And so I think I did something. Do you get a trophy? No, you don't. Can he join Bad Advice? Maybe. There is some technology for that. Captain Crozier, we're working on that here at Howard Studios. It's probably, if I do a sit down, hang out, streaming show with Mooney, it'd probably be an Instagram show, and it'd probably come to you from backstage at a Ren fair. So look for that. There you go. What? I'm not enough, Captain Crozier? Is that what you're saying? In your 24 years of being alive, you think I'm not enough? You get the fun hat, Captain Crozier. You get the goddamn fun hat. Is there another question, guys? This is a show about advice. Do you have a question that you want to ask? Gary Pauls asked, who already had to go home, where should I go with my wife for vacation? Napa Valley or Fort Bragg? Well, the answer is right there in the question. It's a Bad Advice show. You should absolutely take your beautiful wife to the glorious romantic location of fucking Fort Bragg. Gary, I know you already went home, but seriously, if you love that woman, yeah, go on over and become a Patreon of mine. There's all kinds of extra content over there, weird shit going on. If you join my Patreon right now for as little as what it costs you to buy all your Starbucks coffee every damn day, I'm just asking for one of those coffees to go to me. That's all I'm asking. All I'm asking. It's helpful to support a hardworking blue-collar artist such as myself. And there's so much goddamn content. Zadora Delina asks, given my hub situation, what should I put on the honey-do list? Me. Good night, Jenny. You. He should do you. That should be his job now. It doesn't pay. Well, it pays, but, you know, take the time just to, you know, you. He should do you. Am I belaboring the joke too much? Yes. Should I shut up and move on? Probably. Am I going to? No. No. Danny, your honey-do list should say me. Do me. And then John will do it. And then he'll pleasure you with this weird little black and red thumbtack egg. Okay, I think we've done all the questions. I'm happy. We got a lot of questions in. It's time for What's It with Brian. So I got to find a new graphic. They're not alphabetical. Our last game of the night, guys, the last chance to win, and anybody can still win, and that's the new rule. Whoever won, wait, who was it that won? Who won the, wasn't Captain Crow, whoever won the trivia game. I forgot who it was already. I'm old and stupid. My key light, it's nowhere near my head. I'm looking at my play. Yes, it bothers me. Hang on, I'm going to fix it. Get ready for the crotch shot. That's my crotch. That's my crotch. That's my crotch. Oh, that's my crotch. I know, to you. See the little glowiness on my shoulder and head? That's called a key light. It's part of doing good television. No, Jay Pasteur, it's not a blue fucking cow. God damn it. There probably is, Clay. I don't know what it is. The way What's It works, guys, is I'm going to look at an image and shit, I forgot to, oop, that's the wrong button. I got to bring it up so I can see it. Where the hell is it? Oop, I don't want it on that screen. I want it over here. Okay, let me bring it up, guys. I'm sorry. I know what it is, but I just kind of want to make sure. I'm looking at an image, and you're going to try to guess what the image is I'm looking at. But here's the dealio. Unlike shock collar lie detector, yes, no questions only. Think of it as 20 questions. Only will obviously go way beyond 20 questions. The winner of this game will win a $20 Starbucks gift cards. And I don't care who it is that just won the trivia game. You can win again. I don't care. Never cross the streams. Is it a person? Marina Del Rey, wasting no time. No, it is not a person. I'm looking at an image. I'm going to warn you about the image. I've done this a couple times. Tonight's image is also nightmare fuel to a certain extent. Is it an animal? It is not an animal. Ask your questions now. I'm looking at an image. You're going to see it eventually. You can't see it right now. How high am I in my shot? Am I too high? No, I think we're good. Yes, I'm that nerdy that I need to keep doing that. Okay, fire eating. I don't see that that's a question. It's just you're making a statement and then putting a question mark after it. So I'm going to ignore it. Is it a plant? No. Captain Crozier, I play very strictly just to be careful so I don't offend people that are like, oh, I asked that question. I got to play very strictly. Fire eating? Fire eating? No, it's not an image of fire eating. There, I got it out of the way. Is it a plant? That's Marina. No. Colombian Viking. Is it a living being? It is not Colombian Viking. Is it made of food, says Hat Size? No. Thank God. Made of crushed tomatoes and malort. By the way, Beer and Songs this week is the last Beer and Songs before I do it following week, but still. Is it half human, half animal? Question mark. Come on, guys. You're getting lazy with your questions. I'll put it together for you to a point. The answer is no, Kyle. Is it the devil, says Scotty? No. Is it a rock? Oh, we're going way back to primitive times, Marina. The answer is no. Is it plastic? Indeterminate. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, Clay. No. No, it's not plastic. I'm going to make that assumption. Is it a mannequin? No. So what have we established? It's not the devil. It's not a rock. It's not made of plastic. It's not a mannequin, the thing I'm looking at. Is it from pop culture, says Colombian Viking? No. Is it Jell-O, says Clay? No. Is it glass? Also no. You're trying to get the material it's made from? Okay. That's certainly a way to go. Is it a household item? 70 Burnington. No. Is it sexual? Yes. Yes, it is. Marina Del Rey, yes, it's sexual. Is it made of transportation? Is words together make you sense me? Is it made of transportation? It is not an object that is involved in the world of transportation. Is it bigger than Carl J? Hang on. Should have been
no, could say it.
Is it bigger than Carl J? I'm going to say maybe. Is it for a man? It is for a man, Stephanie Burnham. Colombian Viking. Ooh, I just spit. Did you guys see that? Is it silicone? No. Kelly Rose, does it have batteries? No. Does it come in a discreet package? No. Is it a Prince Albert? No, says that's Stephanie Burnett. Zadora, is it sagging Prince Albert? Also no. Is it a phallic shape? From Kyle. Yes, it is a phallic shape. And Kyle, thank you for keeping things slightly above board here. You know, there's no reason to get dirty. Scotty got too hotty. Can you strap it on? Yes, you can. Is it a cock cage? The answer is yes. It is. Wow. Marina. Wow. I'm giving that to Marina. You fucking weirdo. It's a cock cage. It's I don't want to know why Marina got that so fast all of a sudden with just that it's a strap-on male thing. Because it could have been like a dildo or something. I warned you. I warned you, Marina. Yeah, Scotty. I don't know why she got it so fast. Is it a male? Well, yes. We're already there, Steve. She got it. I'm going to go with cock cage on that. I think that describes that very well. I think you all agree with me. Hopefully you do. Come on, Marina got it right. Come on. Cock cage. How could I not give it to her? Right? Look at that thing. By the way, I love how it assumes that the man is flaccid. Because if I put that thing on, I'm just saying, it is a transformer. That becomes Bumblebee. Clay, you get the fun hat. You end tonight with the fun hat on. Good job, Clay. Is it an armadillo? Congratulations, Marina. Message. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, what Zadora just said, Marina, please message me, facebook.com/Brian Live with your email address. You're going to get a $10 Starbucks gift card. Holy shit, that happened fast. I kind of planned the show to go on a little longer, but okay. Okay. Where the hell did I put the guitar pick? I got to dig it out. But congratulations. I'm going to leave it on the screen. That's going to be up there. If I had to go find that today, guys, when I die, one of you please come scrub my search history. Because of you and this show, Transformer Dick Cage in disguise. I'm going straight to hell. Thank you for coming to the show tonight, guys. I hope you had a good time. If you did, my name is Brian. If you just watched it for the first time here on Twitch, this is not a usual show I do on Twitch, but every Wednesday I do a very popular show. In fact, dare I say, my most popular show. Dare I say, the most popular show on Twitch. I know that's not true. There's people way more popular than I am. It's called Beer and Songs with Brian. Please be there. It's Wednesday at 5 Pacific time. This Wednesday will be a lot of fun because the following morning, I hop on a plane to go to Florida to get an extra day to get my shit all set up at the Florida Renaissance Fair. I'm back to my very busy traveling season. I'm always a little melancholy at that point in my life, as a lot of the fobs know. So I'm going to make this week's Beer and Songs with Brian as much fun as I can. And I'm going to get rid of that image just because it's enough of that. It was so long ago that I had a thought in my head about helping people out there in the world with a screen and a camera and a microphone. And then I said to them, ask me a question and I'll give you an answer. It might be good, it might not be bad. Scotty, we're going to do that Wednesday night. So thanks for being here on Bad Advice, my friends. And Wednesday night we'll do Stream of Consciousness. I drank some Malort. Don't worry, I cut it with crushed tomatoes. It was a shitty way to start a show. I answered questions about getting your boudoir photos covered with salami and meat before you go. There was a trivia game. It happened 2/3 through. Before that was shot collar, of which I won against a new person. And then we played What's It, and we all saw a piece of armor meant to keep a cock safe from the world. And I'm your little girl. Thanks, guys. I always keep wanting to do that, a little sum up of the whole show, but then I forget the various things because I'm old and I've been drinking. Hey, guys, Beer and Songs with Brian is Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Fobs, Patrons, we're probably going to hang out probably Friday. I'll be in Florida, but we'll probably chat a little bit on Friday while I'm setting shit up down there. And then this coming Saturday and Sunday, if you live in the South Florida area, anywhere near Broward County, the origins of cops, bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they're coming for you? Remember how when Will Smith and Martin Lawrence thought that whoever wrote that movie thought, Michael Bay probably thought that would be like cool that they knew that. I don't know that it was. Anyway, I thought that was a bad choice. Have a great week, everyone. Okay, I agree with Kelly Rose. Have a great week, everybody. I will see you Wednesday. Please be there. It's my last show, but not my last show. I'll do one the following Wednesday, too. But it's the last show before I get back into my hardworking, hopping on airplanes, renting cars, and checking in hotels time, which is, I have a love-hate relationship with it. That was Dade County. Oh, I thought it was Broward. My bad, Scotty. Oh, slippers. I love to be corrected. Thank you, Scotty. It was Dade County. It was not Broward County. Good night, everybody. Have a lovely evening, the rest of your Monday night. And I'll see you all Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.